Hey guys, it's Jasper, and today I want to do a writing update, but first I want to say Happy Halloween! I'm the sort of person who looks forward to Halloween every single year. I like to plan my Halloween costumes way in advance, although sometimes, it's like a month, all of a sudden it's like October and you're like, I need to plan my Halloween costume. What if I need lots of cardboard to like make my armor, or if I'm gonna be that bag of dog food, I need to start working on that now. For Halloween one year I was a bag of dog food. It was a poor choice, but I thought it was hilarious. And so I thought for today's video it would be fun to dress up. If you can't tell from my eye mask and dress shirt, I am Holly Golightly in the opening scenes of Breakfast at Tiffany's when she wakes up and meets Fred. If you are finding yourself without a costume, this is a super easy one because all it requires is a dress shirt, and then all of this stuff I found at the dollar store, the eye mask, which I just decorated, and then these little purple pom-pom things, which I just attached to some earrings. In lieu of having, she has like earplugs in, and because this costume was for a party that I was hosting, I thought me walking around with earplugs was probably not the best move for a hostess, so I just converted them to earrings. So super easy costume if you don't have one. Guys, it's Halloween, dress up. Now personally, I am the sort of person who really loves Halloween for the candy and for fun and for silliness. I am not a scary person when it comes to Halloween. I cannot watch horror movies. I'm such a baby. For me, Halloween is watching It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, seeing Linus wait for the Great Pumpkin, and then seeing Sally's rage when she's tricked out of trick-or-treats, handing out candy, hosting a party, dressing up as something, character who I either love or, something that I think is just kind of funny. So whatever you're doing today, I hope you have some fun, dress up, eat some candy, be silly, or watch horror movies if that's what you like to do. So, on to my writing update. In my last writing update video, I had just gotten home from Scotland, and I told you guys all about my writing calendar, which I set my goals on so that I can have a first draft of my novel done by a date in December, which I'm keeping secret, aside from a few people who are going to be sort of my accountability buddies, only because I'm so scared about my deadline and terrified of missing it, or just not being able to make it. But I really want to push myself. So right now, it's a secret. Maybe once I get into December or the end of November, I will let you know. We'll be getting a countdown and we'll see, if I die or if I complete it and then die, of course, because this is gonna happen. So after I made that video, actually I think during making that video, I was kind of a little bit sick, but the first week I was back from, being home from Scotland, I really was feeling so inspired from Scotland and I just wanted to hit the ground running. And so I kind of was a little bit sick that week, but I was like, nah, I can't be sick. I've got lots and lots of work to do. So I did the very intelligent thing of ignoring my body, and I just pushed myself onward and tried to get a lot of work done. And as a result, I was then incredibly sick. And if you were following me on Instagram, you probably, noticed I was sick for what feels like all of October. And as a result, this schedule that I made, I fell like 3 weeks behind schedule. And it was crushing. And so today I just want to do a little update on that and just kind of talk about, this is like my PSA for the day. If you're sick, listen to your body and don't pretend you're not sick and keep drinking coffee and keep working. Rest because your body needs it, and don't make yourself more sick by pretending that you're not sick, because then you'll be behind by like a month instead of, like a few days. So PSA for the day. You're welcome. You probably already knew that. So last week was the first week I was starting to feel better, and so what I decided to do was not rework my schedule just yet, because I thought looking at the schedule, seeing how far I'm behind is really going to stress me out. And so I'm going to just have 1 week of oblivion where I allow myself to slowly get back into work, because even though last week was the first week I was feeling better, I was still moving like really pretty slowly. I had to take it pretty easy. I had no coffee because I was still on antibiotics. And so I just allowed myself to have 1 week, which I think was a really good thing to do. I had 1 week of recovery, eased back into my work, and the last few days of that, I realized that there was some crucial outlining that I needed to do. And so that involved me sitting on the floor, timelining. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw my posts because I went a little mad sitting on the floor, working out this puzzle that I have in my book, because there is a good bit of mystery. And in order for, a mystery to be established and then, slowly solved, I need to know, what my characters know, what the general public maybe knows, or what other characters might know that other people don't know. And then I need to also know what the truth is, so that in the long term I can figure this out. So last week, although it was a slow week, it ended up being incredibly productive. Now today, yesterday, Monday, I sat down and looked at my schedule, which was scary. Because my big fear with being sick for so long was that my date that I set in December, it would be impossible for me to catch up and, get that goal, and my date would have to be pushed into January, which I really, really don't want to do. So I looked at my schedule, and because of all the work I did last week, it actually helped to make it more practical, or a little bit easier to get through what I was intending to write a lot faster. And so as of right now, I have reset my schedule, and I think that I can still make my December date. So right now, I am not giving up on my December deadline, and I'm hoping that this schedule I'm going to be able to follow and finish, and I'm feeling really, really, really excited. I always find when I have to stop to do some brainstorming, it is at first fun, and then stressful and overwhelming, and then so exciting, because you come through with all these breakthroughs, you have a clear vision of where you need to move forward for the next, few chapters, or sometimes, longer than that. The way that I outline, I have a general outline which lets me know the main things that are happening in the story. The way that I like to outline is I have that, main plot points, but it's not fully filled in, because I do like to allow there to be, room for discovery as I move through the world in my book, and come across certain things, because my mind is always working on it and adding to this place, and sometimes it's hard to foresee all the details about maybe a certain kingdom or a certain location until my character gets there and starts to really see it with her eyes. And so I have this general outline, and then as I go through, every so often I stop and then do some outlining for the next few chapters, which are very specific to that new location that we're in, or new characters that we're dealing with. So the long and short of it is that I'm feeling really good about my writing, and I was sick for, I feel like, 3 weeks or so, but I really learned my lesson that I need to rest when I need to rest. And so I really want to just encourage you guys, rest when you need to rest, listen to your body. But I'm also just so very excited, because even though I missed all that time, I think I'm still good for my December deadline, and it's gonna happen, and so I'm really excited about that. The other thing, of course, that I'm so excited about is Halloween time, baby! I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. I hope that you have a fantastically spooky or fantastically silly Halloween tonight. Celebrate how you celebrate, you do you, and keep on writing and drinking that coffee. Unless you're sick, then don't drink the coffee. Have tea and water and rest, sleep. Cheers, guys, and happy Halloween.